If you can't answer those four things with clarity and conviction, you're going to get stuck at some point.
This is Secrets for Success.
Welcome to the Secrets for Success podcast. I'm your host, Greg Todd. Thank you, as always, for joining me. This episode, I want to talk to those of you that feel like you are stuck. You're stuck. And I want to talk to you guys about how to get unstuck. And I'm going to share something with you. It's an exercise that I did with clients that were actually here this past weekend. I actually have this sandwich events weekend, right? I have clients that just left on Saturday and Sunday. I have another wave of clients that are coming in this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I kind of want to share my thoughts before the next wave of people come in. And I feel like this will help you all as well. It's something that I did with my clients last weekend. And that is to help them with understanding how to truly leverage yourself. Because we can talk about scaling and online business and growth and all this other stuff. But the reality is most can't do it because most don't have these things that I'm going to talk about today in place. Okay. And this episode really is for those of you that are stuck. And by the way, sometimes I'm stuck too. And I have to go back to these four things that we're going to talk about today to get myself unstuck. Okay. So this is just a really good awareness thing. And I think this is one of those podcast episodes. Yeah, I want you to listen to it, but I also want you to apply this. And, maybe first time just listen to it. I won't make it long, and then write the things down. It's four things that I want you to think about. And then ask yourself, like, what the heck's going on, man? Like, do you know what these four things are? Because you can't grow and scale a business if you're not locked in with these four things. So I'm going to talk about the leverage framework, and I really think this will help those of you that are stuck. So stuck in what? Okay, stuck as in maybe you haven't even gotten any sales. Like you're trying to move away from what you're currently doing because what you're currently doing is a broken model, right? It's a model that has capped you out. And that's part of the reason why you're probably listening to me, because you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I uncap myself? Well, you're going to probably have to do something different. And when you have to do something different, sometimes that means you have to serve different people than what you're serving right now. And so you might be stuck and you might be like, man, I don't even have my first customer. Like, I don't even know if this thing's possible. Okay, that's one group. And then there's some of you that you do have customers and you are doing it in the new model way or doing it in a way that you're comfortable with, right? But you're stuck, you've plateaued. And like you can't get to that next level. I think for any of you, whether you're in the first category or second category, I think that if you ask yourself these four questions and clearly can answer them, then you're probably not stuck. But more than likely, there's a problem with one of these four. So that's what I want to talk about on today's podcast. And that is going to be, I'm going to give you all of them in the form of P's. So it's going to be 4 P's. Okay, so the first thing is this. And this is something I asked my clients that were here this past weekend. Okay, the first P is positioning. Like, how are you positioning yourself? Who the heck do you help? And how do you, in particular, help these people? Who do you help? Here's what I'll hear sometimes for like new clients. Okay, I help this, and it's like this whole dissertation of like who's going to listen to that? Who do you help, and how do you help them? That's it. Right? Like, who do you help? Okay, for me, I initially helped physical therapists. Help physical therapists make more money. That's who I helped. Okay, today, and by the way, me just focusing on that message from 2015 to 2020 allowed me to help like over 1,500 physical therapists. But you know what else it did? It allowed me to help occupational therapists and registered dietitians. I never said I could help them. I never even promoted that I could help these people. But because it was so clear that I was helping physical therapists at the time and I was doing a really good job, guess what physical therapists know? They know other occupational therapists. And guess what? Other occupational therapists, they're all broke too. And guess who occupational therapists know? They know dietitians. And guess who physical therapists know? They know dietitians. And guess what? They're broke too. All of y'all are broke because you guys are working in a broken model. So I initially said, look, this is why I help physical therapists. Now today, I help healthcare providers, healthcare professionals, but I help them make more money. I help them make more money without them having to work more hours in a clinic. Done. How do I do that? I do that through events. I do that through, basically mostly events. And I do that through online programs. That's it. That's it. That alone has got me 5,500 customers. Your positioning. Now, I help blah, do this without doing this, and I do it. It's too much. Who do you help and how do you help them? Okay, it's just positioning. Like, you got to have your positioning very clear in the marketplace. And most of the time, you should have your positioning that you're helping a group of people that are already being helped by others. I know that there's a set of people out there that need my help because these people are already going and paying for help from other people. And they're basically getting help from other people that are teaching them how to find more patients so they can trade more of their time for more of other people's money. That's it. And I'm just like, look, I'm not going to do that because they're all miserable. No matter how many clients they're all miserable. They're all in the same thing. They're all barely, getting by, whether they're a solo practice owner or they have 55 employees. It's all trash. So I'm like, look, I'm not going to do that. Okay. And by the way, I'm not saying for people to stop their practice. I'm just saying, hey, I'm going to give you other areas of your practice that you're not leveraging so you can leverage it. But in everything that I do, I'm not requiring that you see more clients. That's it. Okay. That is positioning. Got it? Positioning. Okay. Number two is the pathway. What is the success path? Like, how does somebody come into your world? Like how does it work? Like, what do they buy? Well, people call my office, and once they call my office, then they can make an appointment with me, and then they got to pay me do a plan of care. It's like $2,000. Like, okay, all right, fine. That's the way you do it? Well, that's not really scalable. Okay, because if somebody is coming into your world and they find out about you, and then the next way for them to be able to become your customers, they got to pay you $2,000. That's a very, very difficult thing for you to be able to scale. It's a very difficult thing for you to be able to get people that you're training them for them to be able to do the same thing. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's just hard to do. Okay. It's a hard thing to do. Right. So with that said, and I said this to my clients, what's the steps to getting from start to finish in your world? Everybody should have a pathway. It's a success path. Okay, what is the success path for somebody to come through? Okay, great. For me, I've got this. I've got the podcast. I've got my email, newsletters that I do I do 3 times a week. Okay, great. I have, my events. Pretty much all the events that are non-virtual. Okay, all the events that are non-virtual, that are in person, I charge you for. But everything that is virtual, I allow everyone to come for free. I will do an upsell to it because I know that there's people that are not curious. I know they are serious and they're like, I want help and I want help now and I want frameworks and I want it from this guy. And I'm not going to pay this guy tens of thousands of dollars yet, but I'll pay him, $30 or $40 or $50 and see what he's all about. Okay. So that's how people can come into my world. So you come to my world for free. And then after you go for free, I've got things that you can pay for. That's between a couple bucks all the way up to $100. And then after that, when you're serious, and you want to take that next step, whenever you're ready, a year, 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, 2 hours for some people, doesn't matter. Like whenever you're ready, then we can go to that next level. Right. And so I have a path. It's a very clear path. I actually have a whole roadmap. I show, well, this is where you would start in my world. And this is where, if you want to continue to work with me at a very high level, this is what it'd be. It'd be $25,000 for a day for private consulting. You can do that. You can buy it in packages. If you buy it in packages, I give you a little bit of discount. But you don't start there. You start over here. Start with the book. Go read the book and see if you like what I'm saying and if that resonates with you. If not, then don't waste any more money with me. Okay, you got it? Like, it's a success path. All right. Okay. So we talked about positioning. Okay. We talked about pathway. All right. And then I think this is the big thing. And maybe this is only for me, because for me, I want to be able to have products, and I want to be able to have products that give people value that I don't have to be present with. So I ask my clients, well, what are your products that you have? What are the ways that you are actually helping people? and you're helping people without you having to be physically in front of them. What do you have? Because if you don't have that, we're never going to be able to scale because you're always going to be the bottleneck. And I was asking some of my clients that this week, and they were like, well, I have my podcast. I'm like, well, no, because like right now I'm doing this podcast. Who's doing it? This is not AI Greg. This is Greg, right? I'm doing a podcast. Look, I just took off my hat, got on a hat. I mean, I got to be here for this. So that's not independent of me. Now I have a program, I have the online business system. That's independent of me. I do the program once, and now that program, somebody could buy it today, they could buy it tomorrow. Okay, my book is independent of me. Okay, I already did the work. Now the book is there. Somebody can buy it, and I don't have to do anything for it, right? But if you're saying, oh, social media content is independent of me, not really, because you're the one that's having to do it. Unless you're doing certain content doesn't involve any of you, and you have other people doing it for you, okay, fine. But what are products that you actually have? You guys, if you don't have your positioning right, how can you scale? Because you don't even know what the hell you're trying to do and who you're trying to serve. So you can't scale that. Okay, if you don't have your pathway right, how can you clearly enunciate and message the people that you want to buy your stuff? And then even worse, you're gonna hire people now to help you get more customers. If you don't know, how the hell is I supposed to know? Right? And then with products, if you don't have any products that are detached from you in order to deliver value to people, that's a problem as well. And then the final thing is, okay, if we have all these things in place, okay, let's just say you have the first three in place, but you don't have your people, you don't have anyone helping you, well, that's a problem too. So great, I know what my pathway is. Okay, great. I know my positioning in marketplace is very clear to people. Okay, great. I know what products I'm going to be serving to people that are independent of me. Okay, you still need help. I mean, I'm running online businesses, but I still need help. I need help in every business, including the online ones. You need help. Why? Because I don't think any business should be 100% online and there's no human interaction. You're going to need some help. Like even my programs that I've done once, and then you can deliver it. Well, who's going to send out the darn book? Who's gonna talk to somebody if they have a question about the times of the program, or how do I access this, or how do I access that? Who are your people? Virtual assistant? An AI specialist? Who are your people that are actually talking to others? If you can't answer those four things with clarity and conviction, you're going to get stuck at some point. And if you are stuck right now, answer those four. And I'm sure one of them is an issue, maybe two, hopefully not all four, but it could be three or four as well. And I think that's extremely important for you all to come to terms with. So that's what I did with the clients this past weekend. And we didn't spend the whole weekend doing that, but we spent about 3 to 4 hours really discussing it and getting people clear. And even though they're my clients, I would love to tell you, oh, they all had it clear. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't. And I think just getting it clear was valuable enough for them. I mean, we did so many other things this weekend, but that alone was valuable enough to where it's going to allow them to move that needle forward. Guys, if you want to be able to scale, you want to be able to grow, you got to have those four things and understand it. You got to know your positioning in the marketplace. Who are you helping? Who are you serving? And how do you do it? You've got to know your pathway. You got to have a success path for people. How do people start in your world? And what is the end goal? Okay, you've got to know what products you are giving them that are detached from you. If not, you're going to be the bottleneck. And you've got to have a great understanding of who, if anyone, is currently helping you with 1, 2, and 3. I hope that helps you. I hope that serves you. And I really just want to see you guys get unstuck and move yourself in the right direction. By the way, one of the ways I said with my positioning, the way that I help people is I help them primarily through events. It's what I'm best at. It's my way of truly helping people regardless if they can pay me or not. I'm telling you all this for this reason. I have an upcoming event this Thursday. It's a masterclass, and it is free. There is a $47 VIP upsell. It's just for our upcoming summit. And if you haven't bought my book yet, And you can buy that once you sign up for free. If not, then just come to the class for free. And really, I'm just sharing in each of these classes that I do, and I pretty much do them every Thursday. I'm just sharing multiple different options for you to stop trading all your time for money, because it gets very frustrating when the only way you can make more money is by sacrificing your body. It is so frustrating for people. So I don't want that for you. And I hope that this helps and this serves you. If you guys want to come to my upcoming masterclass, just go ahead and text us masterclass at 813-534-6453, and I will invite you. All right, cool. All right, love you guys. Till next time.